everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Michelle, and I first want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video. I truly appreciate it. Today we'll be watching and reacting to Bleach, so let's get to it. Can you imagine if your enemy kills you and gives you a burial? How do you lose track of a bear? A stuffed one at that. So he's just a guy in a diamond? The Stern Ritters who travel by shadow, and Squad Zero who travels by giant tampon. The aftermath of all this death. Can you imagine the cleanup? Jeez. Gotta get the shovel. So wrong. Yeah, if you go out there and you get killed, there's no one to heal. Your healers have to be the ones to live. I get it. He ordered it. Yeah. Smart move. Because if you go out there and get killed as well, who's supposed to heal the ones that can be saved? Oh, wow. They put the title card in the hole he got buried in, essentially. Can you imagine if your enemy kills you and gives you a burial? How polite of him. Oh, that's right. I do wonder who saved them. Who killed someone killed Stern. Okay, so they killed Stern Ritter J, but he was safe. Whoever pointed the sword at Kisuke. And why is Baldy yelling? Oh, Hanataro. It took me a while to put that together on who that was. Trauma room. Technically, he did not drive him away. His subordinate or his second did. And with the combined help of Sosuke. I'm surprised she's not more sad over her brother. Or maybe she's just holding it together. But they didn't speak about Byakuya. Oh, does she not know? Are they not telling her? But I could have sworn she would have felt it. So maybe it's not about Byakuya that he's hiding. Maybe she knows? Maybe it's what's on his mind is his mother. They lived! Well, I figured Kenpachi would, but Byakuya's alive? They made this whole big thing. Well, you know what? Oh, they may never regain consciousness. Rightfully so. Thank you, because this one, all she does is scream and act sinister and just be so damn annoying. Like, you're at a 10. I need you to take it down to a 2. Oh, his eye patch. He's right, though. And I feel like he was the closest to him and Uketake, which makes sense since he mentored them. What's the difference? Well, he's like, don't ask me. I got no answers. What the hell? What the hell is he doing with this? How do you lose track of a bear? A stuffed one at that. How did he get to the Soul Society? I guess maybe through Urahara. Oh, I remember them. They, that chick we saw in Turn Back the Pendulum. I believe she got like drafted into Squad Zero. I remember that. That's the first time I think we heard about Squad Zero. Looks like a large ass tampon. So you got the Stern Ritters who travel by shadow and Squad Zero who travels by giant tampon. Or giant cigarette. Whichever. See who they are. They better have cool character designs. I'm trying to see them from the back. What the hell is that shoe? Oh, okay, I see where this is going. Oh my god. Oh, wait, no, she's... It's the... God. I kinda loathe this, they're really freakishly strong, but they look like jokes trope. That's a trope that can die for me. Oh, that's right. She was. That's why okay, I remember. She went up to Squad Zero. Urahara took her place, and Hiyori. That's how Hiyori and Kisuke developed their relationship. I forgot. He took her place as captain, And now she looks more like me than what she did back then. She was taught by someone in Squad Zero? Yeah, I'm more curious about what's the story there. Unohana was trained by someone? This guy on Squad Zero, I don't know his name. Osho? Y'all got y'all asses kicked. That's why we're here. Oh, we're here for him? The Soul King, I wonder if... I'm imagining we're gonna meet him. Oh god, here goes this girl. You know? Maybe she makes a good point. Maybe she's saying something that makes sense. Because they did just sit there. Oh. They did just sit there and do nothing while they were getting their asses slaughtered. Yeah, you know, I take it back. Okay, no, I see what he's saying. Okay, hold on. I changed my position. I see what he's saying. Their job is to protect. What the hell? Why are they in pods? People pods. And what's in the first one? Did she just kidnap 3 people? How did she get them so fast? I'm still wondering when and where did she get them and put them in pods? Unohana looks like, I've never seen her look, well, no, I've seen her look this serious, but who's Retsu? I mean, granted, the head captain did just die. Oh, it's his sword. They're gonna repair his sword. No, I think it's a break-in. I think you have to go with them because you're going through your training arc. A different reason. Is that Kisuke? Yeah, you're getting no reaction. What the hell's in his head? Mayuri's face is looking at him with disgust. Why does Koden have a projector coming out of his head? Yeah, who killed Stern Ritter Who's that? Could it be? We know him? I think I saw a hole. Is it a they had a hole in the stomach. They're hollow. What are they doing? I'm trying to figure out who that is. They had a hole in their stomach, so I'm imagining they're an Arankar. Who was left back? We saw Haribel, and I think she's... Is it her? Did she die? I can't recall if she's dead. I think she's alive. Maybe it's her. But was there a hole in her stomach? Anybody else bald? Yeah. That's all he needs to hear. Yep. If you can fix my sword, let's go. Hey! Kukaku! Oh, Ganju? When the next invasion. I love how they know it's gonna happen, because they know it's always happened. Hey! It's his father. I forgot his name right now. Hey! Oh, look at that. They decided to repurpose those Fullbring arc failure characters. How sweet. How sweet. Because God knows they were boring as hell when they had their own plot and storyline. Why does this look like Kami's Lookout? I'm sorry for all the other anime references, the Dragon Ball Z references, the Yu Yu Hakusho references, the Rurouni Kenshin references, the Naruto reference. I can't help it. Oh, he has the key? Their bones. Didn't they show it as a key though? I could have sworn they showed it as a key. At least I think they did. When he showed it to Toshiro and they went over it. There it is, yeah. He was trying to correct what? Okay, I'll take it. What is she on? Like, how does she like move? Don't move or you'll die. What kind of chest? You gotta be kidding me. These people have soul burners. They have projectors. They can communicate through dimension. They got like Wi-Fi that lets you communicate through dimensions. You can't figure out, y'all can't blame, like, make planes or something? You have to put him on those things that you see at those fairs and push him and like eject him into the sky. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, this reminds me of didn't Yoroichi have Ichigo do something like this? What pond hell? Jesus, the spin. He's on the verge of death. That is an injured man you're throwing. Like, what's the point of healing him if you just toss him and re-injure him? Oh, I guess that's the episode. That ended in a weird spot, but I'll take it. What is this? Little sparkles. Is that where the Soul King is? He's a what the hell? So he's just a guy in a diamond? Well, that was the episode. We meet Squad Zero. They definitely fit that trope of being like dorky looking, silly looking. They're unassuming in every way, but then they end up being freakishly powerful. The only one who seems to go against that trope is the chick with the like spider legs. She seems as intimidating. I hope she's not the weakest. I figure like she looks like the only one who really lives up to something sinister and powerful. Well, I don't think she's supposed to be sinister, but you get what I mean. Like, she holds like the gravitas of someone who you would think would be in Squad Zero, tasked with protecting the Soul Palace in which the Soul King resides. She seems like, you know, that, while the other three seem a bit dorky in a way. Or, well, maybe not even the guy with the, I don't know what you would call that, but the guy with the weird hair, the not bald guy. I don't know their names. It's going to take me a while to get their names. But he seems, as I think about it, maybe they're not dorky looking. They're just, I think that was just exaggerated for that moment. Because as I think about it and I really break it down and I see them in my head, I feel less and less inclined to see them as not necessarily dorky, but more so unassuming to the level of powerful they might hold. As for Unohana and that guy, I didn't know she was trained by someone in Squad Zero, and I do recall some of Unohana's storyline in this. So I wonder if that ties into it, and he called her Retsu or something like that. I want to see more of that. We definitely had a farewell for Yamamoto, and I agree with Kyoraku when he said, like, listen, at this point, dead is dead, and no one would understand that we have to move on and repair things better than Yamamoto. He'd want us to, like, not, like, sit and wallow in it, but, you know, there's an enemy to defeat. Get to it. I feel like, you know, he really spoke on behalf, especially considering how close both Kyoraku and Ukitake, who I wish we got a chance to see. Like, I hope there's a moment between Kyoraku and Ukitake where they just kind of speak on that, because they really seem to have like the strongest bond. I would say probably next would be Unohana. But I get it. And Soifon, she remains to be not necessarily insufferable, but that high strong jump to like, I want to, like, she's so damn aggressive all the time. Like, calm down. I remember the first time I disliked her, and that was when she stepped on Isani's chest. And the way she stepped on her from that moment forward, I had it out for Soy. And there was nothing Soifon has done since that moment that has made me think twice about disliking her. The second she put her foot in her, like the fact that she turned on one of her like a fellow lieutenant that quickly, that fast, just that it felt, I never liked her since then, and she hasn't done anything since that moment to make me think twice about disliking her. So she can stay over there, and she remains to be annoying. That, pour one out for Izuru. It should have been her. The Who's Your Mommy arc seems to be coming up, or at least they're tapping on it, tap, 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 tap on Who's Your Mommy. But it's been alluded to since Aizen. There was another hint in this episode about Ichigo's parentage. They did show his father with like a still image with, I forgot his dad's name, but he's alongside Kukaku and Ganju, who are his family members. And I remember, I believe it was in the first season or first few arcs. Actually, no, it extended into the Espada arc when the Wako Mundo arc, when they all infiltrate Wako Mundo to save Orihime, and she gets confronted by the imposter Kaien. Once again, you kind of bring that back up. But it's been hinted since, Byakuya said it, Renji said it, Ukitake said it, that Kai and Shiba looked a lot like Ichigo. So there have been hints in regards to his father's side of the family, the paternal side of the family, and his link to the Soul Society all along. And now we're tip-tapping on the Who's Your Mommy question. And we're finding just a bit more about him and the fact that he seems to be exhibiting Quincy powers, the Blut, B-L-U-T. I don't know the pronunciation of that, but he seems to have something that is exclusive to Quincy's, and he was able to break out that prison, something only Quincy's seem to have the capability of doing. So, it's hint, kind of like how they kept hinting in terms of, since that first arc, that his father, or he had someone in his family that reminded Rukia and everyone who saw him of a man who once resided in the Soul Society. I'm trying to think what his relationship to him was. I think Kaien was his nephew. I think Kaien was his nephew. I could be wrong. I don't know how that works, but they were related. Now we're getting into the mama drama, Quincy mama drama. They did hint to there being blood relation between Kaien and Ichigo through his father, and that's been tapped all throughout, and then they did the reveal. So I think they're starting to really dig down. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they did reference that moment. Who was it? I think it was Aizen. Right before Ichigo found out his father was a Soul Reaper. He did mention it because you were born of a Soul Reaper, and his dad showed up and he's like, you talk too damn much, and he hid it from him. So that's it. It's been hinted. I like that Kubo laid little seeds along the way. He didn't just spring it on you. Ichigo isn't just Ichigo because he's some freakishly powerful guy, and he's this, I mean, technically he is kind of he is a unicorn, but it's not just the, believe it power. It's in his blood. He's a unique specimen, which is probably why Aizen had his eye on him since his birth, as he said to Ichigo, I've been watching you for a reason, and we're not getting into that reason. The next phase of what I think is about to happen, like I sense the whole training arc coming up. If this goes by the anime trope of the sequencing, which I think it is, it's really following that trope, or not even trope, but just the sequence of events. You introduce the villain, your protagonist, their team, they all get their asses kicked by said villain. Something devastating happens, i.e. Ichigo's sword breaks, a la Kenshin versus Sojiro, and then he has to get a new sword. He fixes his sword, and then he's probably going to go on a training arc, and during this training arc, he's going to have like a come to Jesus moment where he resolves his existential crisis because he figure out something about himself, or something about himself is revealed. He's able to break through, but even that's not like, and then there's a moment in the training sequence where he has to come face to face with his enemy once more, and he realizes, damn, I'm still not there. and then he has to go back and train. It's usually how it goes. So if this is tracking the way I think it's tracking, we're about to have the let's fix your sword, let's have your existential crisis, your training sequence, your come to Jesus moment, face the enemy for the first time, you're not strong enough. After all that training, you're damn near defeated. Then you have your great epiphany, your friends lift you up with the power of friendship, you push through and you defeat your enemy. And then at the end, everyone has their happy ending, their happily ever after. So let's see if this follows the script of all, well, not all, but most shonen animes. Oh man. I hope it deviates somewhere in there and throws a screwball. But even if it doesn't, I'll still love it because listen, tropes become tropes for a reason. It's because they work. There's something in there that brings you back every time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Go ahead and leave a comment below. And please consider subscribing if you like the content I'm putting out. I plan on doing a lot more. Thank you once again. Have a good one and be good.